Hello, beautiful women. My name is Rosie Rees, and I am honoured and privileged to be teaching you some Kundalini yoga today on your 21-day self-pleasure challenge. So I hope you're all going really, really amazing and enjoying the sensuality in your body that I'm sure you're all feeling. So Kundalini yoga really embraces sexuality. A lot of yogic traditions kind of renunciate or suppress sexuality through the means of celibacy. But Kundalini yoga really embraces it in the sense that it acknowledges that our sexual energy is the most powerful energy in our body. It creates life. So Kundalini literally means, or Kundal, means coiled energy, and it's thought that this energy is located down in the root of our spine or our root chakra. And through the practice, through the meditation, the pranayama or the breath control, the asana or the movements, and the bandhas, which are the body locks, or where you contract certain parts of your body to really activate that energy up, it helps to raise that sexual energy up from the base, up, all the way to the crown of the head. So it really purifies any stagnations, any blockages that are in your body. And I mean, it's that powerful life force energy that we all have, but you know the feeling when you don't have it. It's kind of, you're sluggish, you're tired, you're not feeling sexy or sexual or sensual for that matter. It's you feel blocked in your life. So Kundalini yoga really busts through those blocks and helps you connect to your soul, connect to your spirit, feel more awareness, feel activated. And it's done wonders in my life, in my self-pleasure practice and in my sex life as well, but overall in my whole life. So I'm going to get started and teach you a couple of movements or kriyas, they're also known as, to get you started. So the first one I'd love to teach you, which you probably most know if you've done a little bit of yoga before, but they're called Sufi grinds, okay? So you come sitting in easy pose. So you're sitting on the buttocks with your knees out wide, and your hands can just be down onto the knees, okay? So you want to really ground the sit bones deep into the mat or into the ground, wherever you are. And you inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, rock back. So you can sit on a cushion if you like. Otherwise, you want to really feel that connection to the earth. So inhale, really lift your heart, lift your chest. Exhale, rock back, tuck the tailbone under, and rock around to the side. So I want you just to close your eyes. You can do this with me or you can just watch. And I want you to feel that lift as you inhale and that rocking back as you exhale. And you can move your head gently with the movement. Just go in the same direction to begin with. And feel your spine is like a teaspoon in a teacup, or like a ladle in a soup, and it's just mixing all that energy up, mixing the soup, mixing the tea. And you can start to really pick up the pace and inhale, exhale. Just keep rounding. I mean, you might feel a little stiff in your waist as you roll around. You might feel quite rigid and be like, oh, it's not very fluid. That's okay. When I first started doing this, I was really stiff and kind of felt quite uncoordinated. But as you get moving, and if you do this every morning, you'll start to wake up the base energy. So you want to do about maybe 2 to 3 minutes of that way, and then you want to go in the opposite direction. So just rocking back, rocking forth. Keep your spine lifted. Soften the tops of your shoulders so you're not hunching up. And it's a really quick and easy way to become mindful, to come out of the mind and just drop down into the base, into your heart space. So just keep doing that for probably a couple of minutes as well. And then at the end, you want to inhale. Come back to the center, suck in the belly and draw in Mula Bandha. So Mula Bandha, Mula means root and Bandha means lock. So you want to basically contract your pelvic floor muscles and the muscles around the anus, the perineum and the navel. So you want to draw all of that in and up, and just imagine that it's like bubbling up into your crown chakra, purifying your heart space, your solar plexus. Hold it there as long as you can. So and then exhale and relax back down, and just sit there for a few moments to really just observe your breath, observe your body, and notice what the swivels, what the spirals, what the grinds, because you're really grinding into your pelvis. Just observe how that makes you feel and how that makes your yoni feel. For me, it just feels beautiful, grinding onto sort of the yoni and the pelvis. It's just, I just imagine all my base energies going and waking it up. So that's a really, really beautiful way to drop your awareness down into your pelvic area. So it helps to wake that up. The other one I would love to show you is called Spinal Flexes. So for this one, you can come sitting down onto your knees or onto your ankles. So your sit bones are connected down onto your heels. Now, spinal flexes, first of all, you want to really locate your navel. So our navels are located just below the belly button, usually about, if you tuck your pinky and your thumb together and you have the 3 fingers. How beautiful is this ring, by the way? It's a Kundalini serpent, there you go. So it's 3 fingers down from your belly button there. So that point where my freckle is, where my little mole is, your navel center. Okay, or your nabi, as you call it in Kundalini. So that little space there is what you want to focus on for spinal flexes. And that space is usually the softest part in a woman as well. And it's okay to have I've got a nice big protection layer there. So it feels really nice to sort of pull that in and locate that and activate that. Because I just imagine that there's a whole lot of storage of vital energy in this space. So once you're here, I want you to sit down onto your knees. Now, if that's a bit uncomfortable, you can sit down onto a cushion, or you can go back to sitting onto your sit bones in easy pose or sukhasana. Okay, so once you're here, I want you to plug your hands down into your legs like this. And from here, you're going to inhale, open up the heart, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, sort of roll in the shoulders there and scoop that tailbone under. So it's now notice that my hands aren't moving. They're plugged in, hasta bandha. So your hands plugged in to your thighs. Inhale, lift the heart center, lift the sternum, and exhale. You want to inhale, lift, exhale, rock back. So this one really wakes up even more that Kundalini life force energy. It helps you. It's quite powerful breath as well. So you'll notice that when I'm breathing, it's through the nostrils, inhale, through the nostrils, exhale. And it's quite forceful, it's quite powerful. And I send my breath down to my nabi, down to my center there. So when we inhale, lift the heart, open up the beautiful breasts, the bosoms, lift and open. Exhale, really tuck the tailbone under. And imagine your scapulas are sort of pushing your heart forward. And you exhale all the air out. 3 minutes. So I want you to do that for 3 minutes. Inhale forward, exhale, rock back. And it's a beautiful rocking motion, open, close, which is what women do. We open like a flower, and then we don't feel too safe, we close. We're like a lotus. Inhale, open, exhale, round. So this one I just love. I can do that for 3 to 5 minutes. And then at the end, inhale, hold the breath in, engage Mula Bandha, hold it there. And then exhale and just feel the bliss in your body. You can actually really feel that Kundalini energy through your body. And you don't even have to know, oh, is that Kundalini energy? It doesn't matter. If it feels good, if it feels light, if it feels energizing, that's that Shakti energy that we want to create more of, and which will help really take your self-pleasure practice to the next level. So the third one I wanted to show you is my favorite, and it's a really good one to start the day. So they're called frog poses or frog posture, and it really helps to energize the body and lift our sexual energy. So if you're feeling sexually just sluggish and kind of drained, and you're not feeling that, that really desire, I guess, to self-pleasure or to make love, this one moves it around. Shakes it up a little. Or if you're really overtly sexual and you're finding, there's too much sexual energy going out, it helps to sort of balance it out. That's how I feel in my body, but yours might be completely different. But let me demonstrate to you. So first of all, just tuck that down. Your heels are touching and your toes are on the floor, okay? Your hands go down directly in front of you, fingers facing down, just like this. Your fingers are like this. So your knees out nice and wide. So from here, we inhale, keep the heels connected, straighten the knees, look through the knees. Inhale, exhale, come back down. Inhale, exhale. We just go back a little bit to show you from over here. So heels remain connected. You want to do this 26 times, or 13 minimum, but 26 every morning, or any time of day where you feel you need to energize yourself. Inhale, exhale. So already I just feel completely energized and high from that. It really wakes up your thighs and activates the first, second, and third chakras. So I really hope that you've enjoyed the Kundalini experience. These are just, for me, warm-ups. So if you live in a city where you can go to a Kundalini yoga class, please try it. It's such an amazing avenue for spiritual growth, for connecting to your soul, and for really honoring the divine temple that you are. And I mean, this is what this whole 21 days is all about, is really honoring your body and honoring your temple, and bringing that sexual energy up into your life, because people can really notice a woman who's sexually empowered and sexually sort of vibrating, but not in an overt, like it's all coming out of her sort of. I mean, I've been through stages of my life where that's really been the case. I find Kundalini yoga really helps kind of bring it in and contain it and embody it, which is, for me, far more sexually empowering than what I used to be doing. So, which is, sort of going out there and giving away my sexual energy. But really, this self-pleasure practice and this Kundalini movement is all about really bringing in that sexual, creative, life force energy. Besides, if we're not making babies, we're going to make this, using that creative energy to make babies. Let's use that creative energy in our life to cultivate our passions and our purpose. And I've found through this practice, I've really expanded in that sense. So when we close our Kundalini practice, we chant 3 satnams together. So we rub our palms together, and then bring the hands to your heart center, your thumbs connect into your thymus gland or just into your sternum. You close down your eyes. Now, before I chant it, Sat means truth and Nam means name or identity. So for me, how I relate to Sat Nam is, this is my true identity. yeah, so this is my true self. So me chanting this to you, you chanting this to me, as I see and I acknowledge the truth in you, and you can see it in me. So inhale. Nam. Nam. Satnam, beautiful women. Enjoy your practice, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Mwah. For more information on Kundalini Yoga, I'm all blissed out now. Just head to my website. It's www.rosierees.com. Mwah. Lots of love.